Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is X-Taste, and we are back with another Total War video. And let's see where we're at last time here. So we got three armies going on right now. So we got George Washington's army here, and it's about halfway full. So we're getting to the point where our armies are starting to grow enough that we're getting bigger and bigger battles. Got a pretty good sized British army right there that we're gonna have to deal with. And that is one we're gonna have to be careful with all these cavalry troops. They can be real annoying to deal with. The nice part is they've only got demi cannons, which these don't have wheels, so they're wherever they start on their battle position, those cannons are gonna be locked in there. They're not gonna be able to move around the battlefield, unlike ours, which actually we can move around the battlefield. And let's see, we got Nathaniel Green's army there, and we got Murphy Legg, his army there. Building 2 line infantry. In Boston, Philly, I got a line infantry and another cannon. I would like to get this cannon up into here, because if I got 2 cannons to go against their 2 cannons, I'm going to feel a lot better about that. Got the remnants. Got a Egu Shawa, Chief Bodyguard. So we just got done beating these guys in a battle here recently. And it looks like we got our rake embedded in their army. And got $915. Let's see if we can find a good way to spend this. Okay, so we can't. I could get one more militia there, which is a possibility.
At the ready.
Or provincial cavalry there. We just don't really need another cavalry right now. Well, maybe one right here would be nice. One more provincial cavalry there. So I think that'll be good for this turn. And we're about ready to go ahead and turn this baby over. Might just go ahead and grab one of these guys now.
March!
Bring them down there.
Waiting for your orders.
And now we're down to 4. Okay. Next turn we should get 5109. Our navy still, I need about 600 to go ahead and get down to there. We got 3 units in here at Virginia. And this is our Virginia. It's just they control the port. I'm starting to think it might be a better idea to get our navy topped off before we get that cavalry, so we're going to do that instead. I do still have 1 line infantry here. We're going to push him up into here.
Forward.
Okay, that's looking pretty strong there. So let's go ahead and turn this over. Oh wait, one more. Let's check the ministers. And we can stick with these ministers. They're all at least 4 stars. I mean, I'd like to get something going on like this, but it is, it is, if you kick these guys out, we kind of are coming to the point now where we might just think about going and kicking these out. And, John Adams, yeah, I see it is, let's go ahead and let's just see what happens. So we kicked John Williams out, and we got Terrence Willis, who was a 3-star. So that wasn't a good move, but you're rolling the dice, and the next turn we're going to roll the dice again and replace him. So let's go ahead and go with that, and on to the next turn. Yeah, those the British Army. They're infamous when you're playing on the campaign because this is on the hardest difficulty. They're infamous for running 1 and 2 units into your cities like that and just burning and pillaging, and it really starts to hurt your income. But the nice part is you can kind of within reason build up a bigger army and eventually force them into a pretty good sized battle.
Ready for orders. Make ready.
So we are gonna move into here.
Forward, march. By
Bring
the
both
left,
them up.
march.
We wanted, yes.
True
One
for the
more
orders.
up. They're getting enough troops here that I think we're gonna go 2 more up. Now I could do this one of 2 ways here. One is I send just a couple troops down into here to kill these guys out of this group and march the rest south and push on the Carolinas. Which I think might be the call here. Well, let's go ahead and just take the whole army. We'll eliminate these guys all together.
By the left. More orders. March. Prepare the troops for battle.
So they got 60 medicine men, 5 generals bodyguard, and we are going to fight this. They can't go anywhere on this one. And the only reason we're going to fight it is just to make sure that they don't get unreasonable attacks on us, like where they kill way more guys than they should. So we're going to unlumber our first set of cannons there, and I am going to put the howitzers, even though they can shoot over, I'm going to put them on the front line just to get some extra range out of them. Then we'll go 3 and 3. We can have these guys stacked up pretty thick right now. They don't have to get too spread out. They don't got any cannons, so yeah, we can go ahead and just bring both of our horses up right and just like that. And now let's see, are we so they're over here. There's the 5 soldiers. And we'll take our 4-man group out here. I'm gonna just shut the cannons off for now because I know what's going on is their medicine men are hiding in the trees up here. So we're gonna get over here and flush it out. Pop it on to fast forward. I expect when we get up into probably this area, we'll be able to spot the medicine men somewhere in here. And I got them on walk right now because if you're on walk, you're not going to have, see where it says eager, fresh, encouraged. If you got them on a walk, then they're not gonna get tired. They're gonna fight better, basically. As your troops do have a stamina function in this, so. Still so amazing how beautiful this game is. Even like a cloudy, foggy day, it still is a really cool setup. I'm still not seeing those medicine men. We're gonna keep moving right at that general. There, the medicine manor. Alright, we want to form up 4 nice blocks just like that, and we're going to go ahead and put these guys on a run now. Firing squad. These medicine men are melee units. We're gonna do another firing squad in on these chiefs here. Maybe we can kill the general on this one. He's the only one not dead. There he goes. Alright. Expand that, so let's run him down. Yeah, I don't think we're going to catch them, so I'm just going to hit end battle, because I'm pretty sure that that army is just going to get dissolved right now.
Citizens, march!
Go ahead and fix that port. Our navy's healed back up, so let's go down here and we'll blockade this. So those guys are not going to get out. I'm going to come around the end here. Get this guy.
March forward!
And we'll heal up that army. So just check into what we got rated. Soldiers. And these right here, when you go into battle, they refresh and make it look like it's something new, but it's not. Alright, so now we are at 3566 income. We're going to fix this port. That's going to make Philly get a lot of more money back. It's going to be a lot better. I think we can still... I think we put the 400 in there and fix this. These guys... I don't know if they'll be able to come all the way down through this pass. Okay, now we got... We are going to start trying to move through this way here. And then we got to kick these guys out. And kind of what I'm thinking is... We push this way. And we take Iroquois territory here. We push over here. We take another Iroquois territory with this army. Meanwhile, these guys are going to kind of play screen up in this area and take these guys out as they're kind of, you know, coming through the mountains. And then when we're done with these two, I'll take this army and I'll push this way. And that'll free up these two, and then once that's freed up, I can push over here and take Fort Nashua, because I think that's going to be kind of the battle plan here. But first and foremost, we gotta kick these guys out of my school, and we'll run this one. It's this one. Those Indian cavalry with their rifles, they get a really good volley off just about every time, so you got to be careful with them. Some great cannon positions here, but I've only got the 2 cannons because these guys got hit by a volley last time, so they lost some troops. And there we go. We're gonna go 3 and 3. The dragoons I'll have on the end. I'll keep them mounted. Did not see cannons, so I can have the general, you know, semi-close. And we'll go with that formation. Go ahead and hit pause, and we'll get a shot here. Well, we can hit any of those. Let's see what happens. Get anybody? Yeah, got one. It looks like. We're gonna aim right down the middle because those are gonna be the ones that are gonna land. They're gonna stop right in front of us. Good shot there. Okay, the time they reload, now we're gonna flip it to canister shots. Goal is right down the middle. Take that. Just making sure everybody has got a good range shot going on here. We're gonna see if we get a little flanking action going here. Fire right there at the cannon. Alright, I think that'll about do right there. Okay, the cavalry did get in on my cannons. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell these guys to move back, and I lost 6 more, so my cannons are really hurting right now. I've only got 6 guys left. But we are going to get defensive there. Put on bayonets. And hit in here. Okay, this is a double flank here. We just want to see our cannons get out. Full sprints. All my cannon guys out of there. Now we dispersed the edges pretty good there. Only 7 tribal units there. So I'm gonna have these guys come back down, and I will have our dragoons chase them off. Go with that right there.
Victory is ours.
And we gotta fix our school. Get our units fixed up. Boy, it's tempting to just get out here and go for Fort Knoxwalk right now, isn't it?
Onward.
Do it. I'll roll the dice on this one. We'll
Sir.
do that, and we'll screen with this army.
Sorry, sir.
I like that better. So we'll go with that. Now we got 2856. 3776 is our income right now if we don't change anything. And we're researching military syllabus. We get that, we can get our drill school. So our next turn we can get the drill school going. I think I'll go ahead and go with a governor's residence. Okay, an opera house is for happiness. I did want to do the observatory. It's less happiness, but that 2% technology research rate, that's nice. Okay, now this is a chapter school. These are +2 happiness for the population, and you can see that we do kind of need that. But it doesn't work if it's not fixed, so we're going to fix it.
Sir.
It's like there are 2 gray units here, so there really is this whole group, and there's going to be 2 militia. So we have them outnumbered by 1. If these guys don't come down into here, then I'm going to go over there and hit this. If these guys come down to this section, then I'm going to come back around this road right up in here and shut that down. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with that. Okay, research, we'll take that off. So we're still kind of not happy there. We do got to keep those that way. Well, you're looking at they're gray. That means that you're not collecting taxes. So I think that's looking pretty good. Why don't we go ahead and move to the next one to see how we're doing here. Alright, 6392 is what we actually got per turn, because we did get a lot of stuff repaired. Now that is a pretty sizable force there. So we got a missionary.
What further service do you require?
What's good with these missionaries, you can get them down and kind of use them to spy a little bit. Okay, so the Dutch, they're at war, and I did see that boat leave. Okay, the French are not at war. I'd really like to see if I can get an alliance with these guys. I did see that boat, that Dutch boat, leave with a bunch of troops on it.
Ready and awaiting orders.
They got 2 generals, so realistically they have 1 less guy than it looks like.
Your humble servant. Ready and awaiting orders. Sir, your orders?
Well, I think right now at this point we got to get into Philadelphia here and play some defense.
Troops, forward.
1 more cannon, 1 more light infantry.
Sir. Your humble servant. Ready for order.
Okay, here's our opportunity to go ahead and take this out. So we're going to do it. And actually, we don't even have to do this with a fight.
They hide behind
We'll lay
their
siege.
skirts.
Okay, now these guys might just go ahead and turn and come down here, and they'll probably take Maryland for a minute. But I'm going to counterattack pretty fast with it. We're going to get 2 more line infantry here. We'll get 1 provincial cavalry. This could be kind of like a temporary. We're gonna lose a little bit temporary, but it's gonna be good in the long run. You know, I could use technology research rate a little bit more than that. So we'll do that.
Sir.
Thinking is
Sir.
we come over here with
Orders?
Murphy Legge through these woods and take these guys out. These guys aren't within a reinforcement range, so let's see how that goes.
Onward! Slaughter them!
Alright, like that. And we're still doing the 3 and 3. I'll line these up a little bit better there. Looking good. See, because sometimes, like with these Haitians, this kind of troop, they might just advance on you. They are right outside the range. We're gonna unlumber. We're gonna get right here and line up shots. Just like that. Get these cannons in position. And these guys, they can retreat actually. So we are going to definitely want to clean these guys up in a way that is not going to be a problem. Alright, now what I'm doing here is I'm setting the cannons up inside my troops. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we are going to hit on lumber, pause the game, and line up. I'm going to put there with those three. Here with those three. We want the game to be on play. And I took their fire off because I don't want to fire until everyone is clear. We are going to put some really good fire in right about here. And I paused again because I want to threaten their flank with a V formation. Just want them thinking about the possibility that we crash in on them. That is beautiful. Okay, both these guys we're going to fire at right here. Oh, click that on. We're going to fire right here. We're going to step a little bit further back here because we want the cannon to fire first. I'm going to come out here because we want this guy to worry about both flanks. Alright, here we go. They're setting up right here to get a shot. Well, we don't want that. So we're going to come back to here. You guys keep wanting to come back down here. Good shots there. Oh, I see. That's why the pathing wants to take them around this hill. We don't want to run up that hill. Those are good shots. Alright, and that right there. We're gonna silence the cannons. And yeah, we are gonna run these guys down. On any surviving. So we're gonna put him there and let our general get in on a little bit of the action. Send our rest of our cavalry up there. Cut them all down to the last man.
Victory! More orders? Make ready.
Okay, so that's good. Let's get back to our land. Do a little bit of heal up. Lost a little bit of cavalry there, but we're doing pretty good for the most part. Checking our technologies again. Okay, so I got the military syllabus done, but I did not have enough money to get the drill school built yet. Alright, so we get this pretty sizable Iroquois army down here. And if they did attack my city, I think we're going to hold this just fine. It's not going to be a problem. But if they don't attack the city, which is more likely, it's more likely that they burn and burn and burn and or take Maryland. So I guess we'll see how that goes. 2 turns away from taking Nashwauk. I did have to pull these guys back because I'm not quite ready to go into here. And there is another cannon and another cavalry on the way. Alright, well, I think that's looking pretty good there. So we did get one decent sized battle, 2 small ones, and we are about ready to take one more section here. So let's go ahead and hit end turn and see what happens. They're trying to get around to Nashwauk before my army, but it's not going to happen. I wonder what happened to that big army that I saw on the boat there with the Netherlands. Yeah, this is what we were talking about right here. The big play of the day. So here we go. We're gonna fight it out in Philadelphia. Let's see how this goes. Alright. So I'm going to show a trick. See. Okay, so they're attacking from the south wall, which is this side. South of Philadelphia, that army. Here's a trick that most people have never seen. So we're going to set up there just like this. We're going to get these guys set up as well. Okay. Now we want one army like that. Real skinny. I know this isn't going to make sense, but then when you see how it all plays out, it will make perfect sense. Okay, we want another one. We're taking the take these line infantry. Well, now we'll take the sharpshooters. Okay, like that. And then we want 1, 2. Just like that. Now these guys man cannons here. These guys man those ones. Okay. Oh, but I set this up right. The goal is to get these guys on cannons as well. Okay, and then yes, I think we can do 3 here. All right. Now here is the plan. Since they attacked from the south, they should come from over here. They're going to be spread out across, and they're going to come up, and they're going to try to scale the walls. But we are going to blow a hole in our fort, which is going to make them want to come in the hole. So, let's do this. And of course, it puts them on the north. Well, we're going to try it anyway. we're off to a bad start on this baby. Alright, well, we're gonna have to abandon this plan. Midway. And we're gonna go for a completely different plan. I'm gonna line them up here on a full sprint. General. We're basically going to go with a defend the flag plan now. Sometimes you can hit Control A and everybody will run, other times it just doesn't work. Okay, now we got Byron right there. Anyone coming around the back? It does not look like it. We're mostly safe, so we're gonna keep these guys in reserve though, just in case. Getting our lines formed here. Do that. they did get my cannon. I'm gonna move my cannon out. We are gonna flank here. Just in case they come around the back there. Back on our cannons. My general's getting hit there. So we're going to get in right there. General's going to be moved over here. Good charge. I'm gonna get out of there. Skirmish going on there. Flanking going on with each of these two. Boy, it's sloppy, but we're getting it done, aren't we? that's about it as far as who's coming in, huh? Alright, end battle. Take that. Wasn't pretty, but it worked. Okay, yeah, so they got my Virginia. These Iroquois, they build troops really quick, don't they? We did get lit up pretty good on this army, but we survived. And I got another cannon, another line infantry.
Your humble servant. The swine rock.
More turn, that's
star.
ours.
Immediately.
Guys
Make ready.
over. Rally up again right there.
March.
Right. And yeah, we gotta go kill the Iroquois one more time over here. They do got some good guns with this. It's, I think. Oh, those are. Oh, never mind. Well, these are fixed artillery. I thought they were 12-pounders, and those would actually be some pretty good guns. Okay, no doubt.
Crush them.
Clean these guys up. Now we're kind of not at the top of a hill, or can line up over there, but that's still kind of low ground, which is optimal. At this point, I think what we're going to do is we're going to march up, get the part of the battlefield that we want.
General, stop, sir.
You like that? Okay, let's do that. Okay, these guys, where are they at here? So they're... So they got no horses. These are basically sakers. So they're not going to be able to move these up. So we're going to get up here. What I'm looking for is it's line of sight. You're not going to be able to shoot through this hill. So you really do, you know, basically you would have to get to this hill right here to be able to fire down on all this. So we're going to see if we can do this right here. Now these move slow enough that I can move forward with my ground forces. Like this. They should be safe right there from the cannon firing up the hill. So here we go. Did I miss somebody? We'll move you forward. Hang on. And let's go ahead and go fast forward. Okay, you're seeing where these are landing, so you know that they actually can hit right about here with what they got going on. So I'm going to line up over here and see if I can draw fire. These guys really, we're running them forward specifically to draw fire. We want the cannon to target these guys first. While we get our cannons up in position. Those howitzers, they can fire over this hill, so we're going to set up to do that. key is to just keep reforming your lines. Our howitzers knocked out one cannon. We're about to put a lot of shots down right here. A second one out. And a third. One more right here. Let's put all three cannons right there. It's patience. It is patience in this game. Getting your cannons set up, using your troops to screen your artillery, and then punishing the artillery. There's the last one. Okay, now we're going to work on these guys here. That should still be a good shot. There we go. It was two. Shot. Lining up shots. Start targeting these horses a little bit more. The howitzers are still hitting here. There's one left, but these horses are what I want. We got great firing position up here on the hill like this. last? That is the last one. All cannons are down. So we're gonna just keep firing here. We'll fire here. The howitzers. And we're gonna push down here and engage. Guys are just outside the hill here. Let's come down again. Down. So satisfying. And we'll let them run.
Forward!
It's not too bad.
Investigating target. Ready and awaiting orders. Forward! March!
Alright. So we're doing pretty good. Next turn, Nashwauk kicks over. These guys aren't going to get there in time. We got more soldiers coming in. No, we don't actually. We need more. We need our drill school actually. So I'm going to go drill school. Then I'm going to go one. And yeah, we'll go ahead and do one more Minutemen. And I think that's looking like a pretty good spot to go ahead and wrap up this video. So we did lose Virginia, but we're gonna get it back.
Yes, sir.
We got Washington's army that's gonna push down here, finish off these Confederates or the Iroquois, and then we'll go get Virginia back. And hopefully at that point, then we can push south. Get down into here. Get down into Charleston and Savannah. We got our drill school up. We're coming up in 3 turns. We got our observatory coming up in 3 turns. We still don't have a meaningful alliance. I'd like to get one. With one of these 2 guys. Still not quite working out. Maybe Cherokee. No, we can't get one there either. Maybe we get a peace treaty. Okay, that worked out good. So we got a peace treaty.
Yes.
And then we're going to be able to push down. Because I don't necessarily need to fight these guys yet. In fact, I don't really want to. I would rather they just kind of stayed out of it. Then I can just take the British on alone. That's what we want. Alright, we're looking pretty good though. But anyway, I think that's where we're going to wrap it up. We're going to push south with Washington the next one. We're going to push west with Murphy. And we're going to take Fort Knox-Walker here, and then we'll hook around here and come into Quebec in this area with, what is this, Nathaniel Green over here. But anyway, Zex Taste, thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.